your lovely Slo Flo class, and we'll start in a supine position on our mats for today's session. So if you come down onto your backs, get yourself comfortable. You can close your eyes, you can keep them open, and just take 3 deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. If you can, on that inhale, think about drawing that breath down into the belly first so that your belly rises before your chest, layering all the way up to your collarbone, and then exhale completely. One more deep breath all the way in. And then exhale. And whenever you're ready, just gently bring your knees in towards your chest. Hug them with both arms and just gently rock from side to side, massaging that lower back into the ground beneath you. And then we can start to begin to make circles with our hips. So taking your hands onto your knees, we'll just gently draw those knees around, maybe 5 times in one direction. And then 5 times in the other direction. Those circles can be big, they can be small. Just go with whatever you need. And then when you've done 5 times in both directions, just gently bring the knees in towards the chest and hug them in tight with both arms again. When you're ready, inhale as you lift your nose towards your knees, squeeze your knees in towards your chest, and then exhale to lower. We're going to do 5 of those in total. So inhale to lift, squeeze, exhale to lower, inhale to lift, exhale to lower. Last one, inhale to lift, exhale to lower. From here, taking your hand over to your left leg, exhale as you extend your right leg all the way to the floor, and then just gently inhale as you bring that left knee in towards the center of your chest. Take a nice deep breath all the way in, exhale, and then slowly release the grip on that leg, and then on the next inhale, bring that knee out towards the shoulder. Take a nice deep breath all the way in, exhale, and then slowly release tension. Inhale to lift both legs up to center, and then switch over the hands. So exhale as you extend that left leg all the way to the floor. Inhale as you bring that right knee in towards the center of your chest. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then release that tension just slightly. And on the next inhale, bring that knee over to the shoulder as you bring it in towards that shoulder. Inhale. Exhale, release. And then just slowly make your way all the way up to seated. Finding yourself in the center of your mat in a seated position. We'll just take a moment there to roll the shoulders back and down. Maybe 5 times backwards. And then 5 times forwards. When you've done 5 times in both directions, just gently come back to center, and we're just gently going to tip the head from side to side, releasing off the neck, releasing off the traps, releasing off the upper back maybe if you're super tight there. Again, 5 or so rotations from side to side. And then just gently come back to center. From here, inhale as you lift the right arm up, reaching up tall. As you exhale, reach it all the way over to the left, and just take 3 deep breaths. As you inhale, think about lifting up through that armpit, finding length. And as you exhale, see if you can reach a little bit further. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then inhale as you come all the way back up to center, switching over the arms now. lifting and reaching with that left arm up high, and then exhaling as you extend over toward the right. 3 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then inhale as you come back up to center. Exhale as you twist to look over the left shoulder. You can use that right hand against that left knee to pull yourself around. And then just take 3 deep breaths. Exhale completely on that last deep breath. And then inhale as you come back to center. Exhale to look over the other shoulder. Again, 3 deep breaths. And when you've taken those 3 deep breaths, exhale completely, and then inhale to come all the way back to center. From here, coming onto your hands and knees now. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. And we're just going to take 5 cat-cows. So we're going to inhale as we dip the stomach towards the floor, squeeze the shoulder blades together and look up towards the ceiling. And then exhale as you round through the spine, pressing the ground away, sucking the navel back and up, pulling the shoulder blades apart. Inhale to lift or arch. Exhale to round. 3 more, moving with your own breath in your own time. Feeling your way through the movement with the breath. Feeling those areas of tightness and tension in between each vertebrae. Last one each way. Exhale. And then return back to neutral. From here, take your left foot outside of your left hand and then pull back into the hip as you reach forwards with the heart. Take 3 deep breaths, feeling that stretch down the back of the leg, into the hip, maybe even the groin. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then with that left hand, you're going to reach up and forwards, reaching forwards as you inhale, and then exhaling as you sweep it all the way over to the right. Inhale back to center, exhale, sweep over to the right again. We're going to do 3 of these, palm facing down. Notice how you feel in the upper back and the shoulder as you do this. Last one. And then come all the way back to center, bring the arm back in, and now this time palm facing up. Inhale as you reach forwards, exhale, sweep over to the right. You might not get as far, but notice how the stretch has moved. Can you feel it now more in the mid-back and the ribs, rather than the shoulder and the upper back? Last one. Come all the way back to center, replace the hand, and then we're going to sit back into a hamstring stretch. So flexing the toes back towards you, straightening that front leg, and then reaching nose towards toes. Just take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale. One more deep breath all the way in again. Exhale. And then inhale as you come forwards. From here, right hand stays glued to the floor. Inhale as you lift and twist with that left hand up towards the ceiling. Take that hand back behind you, maybe even see if you can grab around and find the front of that right leg's thigh, opening up that chest, opening up that shoulder. Take another nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale. One more deep breath. Exhale. Come all the way back to center. Reset on your hands and knees, so left leg goes back, and now we're going to go to the other side. So right leg comes forwards, outside of that right hand, in that kind of narrow lunge stance, and then you're going to inhale as you reach forwards with the chest and pull back into the hip. Feel that stretch down the back of the leg, into the glute, maybe even the groin. 3 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then we go back to those reaching and sweeps. So inhale as you reach forwards, palm facing down with that right hand. Exhale as you sweep it over to the left. Inhale back to center. Exhale, sweep. 3 more. Come back to center after that 5th one. Reset, bringing that arm in. You're going to then turn that palm facing up. Inhale to reach forwards. Exhale, sweep over to the left. Again, 5 sweeps. Using that breath, last one. And then come all the way back to center. Taking that hand to the floor. You're going to sit back towards your heels as you straighten that front leg, flexing your toes back towards you. Inhale, reach your nose towards your toes as you exhale. 3 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then inhale as you come forwards. Keeping that left hand grounded. Inhale as you lift and reach with that right hand up towards the ceiling. And then if you want to, take that hand back behind you. See if you can hook it round and grab that hip or that left thigh. And just take 3 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale, unravel yourself, come back onto your hands and knees, and we're going to sit back in extended child's pose. So reaching the hands forwards, forehead to the floor, take a nice deep breath all the way in, feel that expansion across that upper back, feel that breath across the upper back. One more deep breath all the way in, exhale. And then from here we're going to inhale as we scoop the chest through to cobra. So keeping that chin nice and low, look towards the front of your mat. Keeping that chest nice and low, come all the way through, scooping all the way through, and then pressing up to cobra. Exhale as you push back to extended child's pose. We're going to do 2 more of those. So inhale as you scoop, keeping nice and low all the way through, dragging that chest along the floor, and then pressing up as you reach your hands into that cobra, and then exhaling as you press back to extended child's pose. One last one, scooping all the way through, and then pressing up to cobra, exhaling as you push back to extended child's pose. Take a nice deep breath all the way in, exhale, and then inhale as you come up, and we're going to come into our down facing dog. So hands at the front 2 corners of the mat, tuck the toes, press up and back into your down facing dog, and just take a moment there to pedal out the feet, work into the backs of those legs, open up those ankles, those toes, your hips and hamstrings. And then if you want to, you can come to still with the feet, bend at the knees, and just gently pulse through the arms, opening up your thoracic spine as well as those legs. When you're ready, come back to neutral, and we're going to take the right foot through into a low lunge position. So reach the heart forwards, really feel that stretch in the front of that hip flexor on the left leg. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale. One more deep breath all the way in. And as you exhale, pull back into your half splits. Reaching nose forward towards toes. Take 2 more deep breaths. Exhale. 1 more deep breath all the way in. Exhale, keeping that left hand grounded. Inhale to lift and twist with that right hand up towards the ceiling. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale. 1 more deep breath all the way in again. Exhale, release that hand. Come through back into that low lunge. Step back to your down facing dog. And then we're going to switch sides. So left foot comes through into that low lunge position. Reaching the heart forwards. Open up that right hip flexor. Take 2 more deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then this time as you inhale, pull back, straighten that front leg, flex those toes. Exhale, reach that nose towards your toes. 2 more deep breaths. From here, keeping the right hand grounded, inhale as you lift and twist into that revolved variation. 2 more deep breaths. And then exhale, release. Come through into that low lunge. We're going to swivel around to the long edge of our mats now and come into ninja pose. So option to keep that, so come straight down over that left leg. You can keep that right foot up with the toes pointing up and really focus on that stretch underneath, or you can try and roll that right foot over and press the outside of the edge down, the foot down as you reach with your nose towards that toe. See if you can hook your big fingers around your big toe. Take 2 more deep breaths wherever you're at. Exhale. 1 more deep breath. Exhale. From here, you can then come into pigeon pose. So we're going to come and sit back onto our left sit bone, keeping that left knee bent. You're then going to roll your right hip over towards your left heel, finding yourself in that seated pigeon pose. Press the ground away, open up that front hip, flexor on that right leg, and then when you're ready, take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, melt the body forwards over that front leg. Take 3 deep breaths wherever you're at. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then slowly inhale as you come back up into that seated pigeon. Now see if you can lift yourself back into that ninja lunge. And then we're going to walk the hands over and do ninja on the other side. So if you want to take a moment to get over, you can, or even come up and then lower yourself down into that ninja squat. From here, you can either flex those toes up towards the ceiling, feel the stretch there, or try and keep that foot flat to the floor, rolling that outside edge over, reaching nose towards toes and fingers around that big toe. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. 2 more deep breaths to go. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale, release yourself and then slowly pull your body weight back over that squatted leg and then sit back onto that glute. Take that knee over into that pigeon angle. So that knee goes back towards the back corner of the mat as you roll that left hip bone now over that right heel. Finding yourself in that upright pigeon, take a nice deep breath all the way in, press the ground away, and then as you exhale, melt the body forwards over that front leg. Take 3 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. and then walk yourself all the way up as you inhale. Come to a seated position in the center of your mat. You can come back to look at the front of your mat as well because you're probably facing the back. And we're just going to take the legs straight out in front of us, flexing the toes back towards us. Option now to keep that right leg where it is. With the left leg, you're going to take the foot, take it over the top of the right knee, place it on the outside of the right knee on the floor. If you want to, and mobility allows you to have both sit bones connected, you can hook that right leg around the outside of your left hip. We're going to come into half Lord of the Fishes pose. So we're going to twist our stomachs in towards our thigh as we reach round with our right arm, and then our left hand comes back behind us as we look over the left shoulder. We're going to take 3 deep breaths. If you want to take a bind, you can start to take that left hand all the way round back behind you and see if you can reach through towards grabbing your hand if you want to. One more deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then slowly unravel yourself, unravel your legs, and then we're going to switch sides. So option now to keep that left leg extended or hook it through and under around to the outside of your right hip. Right foot comes up and over, places on the ground outside of your left knee. Hooking that right arm around that right knee, left arm around that right knee, turning your tummy in, inhaling to lift, exhaling to twist. Take 3 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then slowly unravel yourself, unravel your legs. Take the feet straight out in front of you, flex the toes back towards you, pull the fleshy bits of your bum out from underneath your sit bones. Inhale as you lift and lengthen, exhale as you fold forwards, bringing your chest towards your thigh, head towards your knees. 3 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then inhale as you come all the way up. We're going to finish with a supine twist. So scoot your bum down towards your heels. Come on towards your back. Bring your knees in towards your chest. And just rock from side to side. Enjoy that gentle massage on that lower back. Taking the hands out wide now in a T-shaped position. Palms facing down. Glue those shoulders to the floor. As you exhale, drop the knees all the way over to the left. Inhale to lift and twist your head to look toward the right. You can let gravity do the work, press down on the outer thigh or extend that top leg, wherever you're at. 3 more deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then slowly inhale as you lift your head and your knees back to center. Exhale as you drop your knees all the way over to the right. Inhale as you lift and twist the head to look towards the left. Again, you can let gravity do the work. Press down on the outer thigh or extend that top leg wherever you need to be. Just keep those shoulders glued. 3 deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale. And then slowly inhale as you lift your knees and your head back to center. Hug the knees in tight, rock from side to side. Enjoy one last gentle massage. Acknowledge your practice. And then whenever you're ready, just roll over onto the right side of your body and gently come all the way up to seated. Finding yourself in the center of your mat, take one final deep inhale as you lift your hands up above the head, palms together at the top. As you exhale to the forehead, kind thoughts. To the lips, kind words. To the heart, kind feelings. Namaste.